capture the objective.
Hey guys, this is your Coffee Addict Gamer Dr. Cheese here, and I'm bringing you a normal commentary today with a subject matter, not a let's play. I know I haven't done one of these in forever. And on your screen is some Black Ops 2 gameplay. I know I haven't seen that in forever either, and it's some sniper gameplay. It's not great because I'm not good with the sniper, but I think it's, you know, I went positive and we won, so give me credit. I'm trying to be better with the sniper. So there's that, guys. Subject matter, football and soccer. Before you hate, let's get into it. And yes, I'm going to be calling this soccer, not football, because that would be confusing, even though I call it both, okay? So Europeans, don't get mad. It's going to be called soccer just for the sake of no confusion. Now, the argument Americans give is that soccer is so boring, it's 90 minutes of nothing happening. Oh my god, they only score once or twice, maybe a little bit more, but that's it. And if it goes to 0-0, then they do a shootout. And I'm going to say something right now. Soccer has way more action in it and shit going on than football. Think of it like this. I mean, I was watching the games this past Sunday with Atlanta and the Pats, those two games for the championships of each division before they, you know, play to go to the Super Bowl. And yes, it was entertaining. I'm getting more and more into football. I've always kind of liked it, but not really. But here's where I don't like it and how it's way more boring than soccer. Well, first of all, people give the claim that there's so much scoring in football. Not really. Think of it like this. When they score one time, that's 7 points. I'm saying 7 because almost always 90% of the time they're gonna get their field goal punt. They're gonna make it. They're gonna get an extra 1. No one ever goes for the 2-point conversion, fucking ever. So you get 7 points for one score. And then games are usually like what, 20-something to maybe 30-something. Maybe they'll even go to 40. But really, look at it. Like if a game was 21 or 28, that's technically 3 to 4 scoring. So one soccer point equals 7 in football. So really, there's not that much scoring going on. This doesn't work for the NBA. Those are, you know, 1 point, you get 1 score. Well, actually, it's 2, but still, once again, American sports hyperinflate what a score is. Like one touchdown, that's only 1 score. They scored 1 point, but they get 7. So it makes it look like a lot of shit's going on, but there really isn't. The fun stuff is watching the plays, the passes being caught, the interceptions, the tackling. That shit is fun to watch. Scoring in football is really not that fucking interesting to watch because it's like, well, he's gonna keep running, he's gonna get it, or he'll catch it and get it, you know? And they score, it's only 1 point. It's the same as soccer. Soccer's 1 point. Football just hyperinflates their numbers. So really, the argument that, you know, the scoring aspect is what makes it so interesting, it's really not. It's the plays. And that goes to my second point. There is more downtime in football of shit not going on than there is playing. Because first they got to get set up, then they sit on the line, then they just kind of like, you know, they run into each other, and then maybe the QB throws it or he runs it. And then he gets tackled, and then there's a small break. There's a small break between every fucking down, and there's so much downtime. It's like, go, run a play, run a play, run a play. That's what I want to see. I want to see you fucking breaking and throwing the ball and shit. That's fun to watch. You getting set up, taking your time. Oh, nothing happened. We're on 3rd down. And then when they get to 4th down, they have to kick the ball, and it's a turnover. That's so fucking... that is so slow and boring to me that I have to sit there and wait every fucking time. That's boring. Soccer, you don't have that problem. It's 45 minutes of constant fucking playing. People are running the ball, people are fouling, people are fucking, you know, it's a lot of shit is going on in that first 45-minute half. And that's another thing. Football's broken down into quarters, which that's even more of a break. So you're killing more time. Where soccer's 45, you get a long break, and then 45 again, which I like. Which is how football is with halftime, but we've still got to take time in between quarters, so it's kind of stupid. Another thing that's annoying about the sport of football is, you know, you're not constantly playing to win. I get it's kind of a strategy, but when they come to the point where they're just trying to run out the clock, so boring. They call a timeout. They call a timeout. They call a timeout to keep advancing because they have so little time. I mean, I get how that works and it's a strategy, but that's fucking boring. So boring. And then if one team has it and they don't want the other team to get it, they don't want it to turn over and get a score, they just run out the clock, take their fucking time, throw the ball away, get it, you know, so they're on 3rd down. There's so much downtime and dicking around in football. There's not that much actual real intense playing going on. Soccer, that shit's going on constantly. unless you get a penalty and then it stops for a second, and those are fun to watch. Those are fun to watch, penalties. What happens when you get a penalty in football? 5 yards back, 10 yards back. I mean, to which they go line up and waste another fucking minute, you know? There's a lot of fucking downtime in football. People just don't notice it, specifically Americans. Yes, I am defending soccer because a lot more shit is happening in soccer. And you are, I'm going to say it, you are more of an athlete if you play soccer than football, because you are going 45 minutes hard, running your ass up and down the field with other people, controlling the ball, trying to score constantly, and you don't get no fucking breaks. You may get subbed out, but that rarely happens. Like, usually happens in the second half. Football, they've got like a fucking 2-minute break every time they do something. It's like, I need a rest, I need a rest, you know? And back to the scoring aspect, you do score more points in football, but you don't, what am I trying to say here? There isn't a lot of close calls, because if they're about to score and they get 4th down, they pussy out. They never go, fuck it, we're going to go for it. They always field goal it, and that's a little annoying. Soccer, sure, there's not a lot of scoring going on because you got 2 tough teams, but the close calls are fun to watch. It's like almost in the box. Oh, it bounced off a post. That shit is intense and fucking fun to watch. Football, that doesn't happen. I mean, sure, when they get like right down to the last 10 yards, it gets a little intense, but even then, if they don't pile through and run it, they're field goal on that shit, and that's a little annoying. I don't get why. I mean, I get you want to go for the guaranteed 3 over the touchdown, but fuck it, if you're within 5 yards, throw the ball. I'm just saying. So that's my little take on it. I was thinking about this for a while. Both sports are cool, but when you make the argument that the scoring aspect is way better in football, it's really not. You're really only getting, on average, 3 to 4 scores per team in a game, okay? Which is 3 to 4 goals in soccer. It's the same thing. It's just hyperinflated with the point value that football gives it, which doesn't make any sense if you ask me. Like, you gave it such an arbitrary number, 6. Like, what the hell? I don't know. That's just my input on it, guys. Think about that one for a while while you're taking your little breaks between setting up at the line every time. I do like football. Go Niners. I say that because Falcons are going to get shit on by the Niners. I like the Niners. I like the Falcons more, but the Falcons played like shit this weekend. And if it wasn't for Pete Carroll fucking up his timeout to ice the field goal, and he gave him a mulligan to reset up his field goal and make it, the Falcons would have lost that game. That was Pete Carroll's fault, though. So that's it for the commentary, guys. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay and this commentary that I haven't done in a while. Have a great day. I love you all. Go ahead and hit that like button. Leave a comment down below with what you think about football or soccer and what I had to say in this commentary. As always, like the video. Follow me on Twitter. Have a good day, guys, and bye. Cheers.